Welcome to NWA Powerrr Episode 18. When it came to Money in Where Your Mouth Is, it's a good show. And hearing that they're adding more shows to NWA's YouTube channel is good. They're going to be doing Circle Squared next week, so there will be no NWA Powerrr review. I'm going to be honest here. I'll watch Circle Squared, but I'm not going to review it. I want to get a really good gist of how they're going to try and bring in new people for the show. Then you're going to have Power Surge, which is more like a podcast than it's basically a podcast. It's going to be one-on-one, and they're going to be doing talks, so that's all right. And at the end of their show, at the end of their season, they're going to be doing Super Power. I don't know why they came up with Super Power. Oh my goodness, it sounds so corny. But that's supposed to be the end of the season. I'm alright with that. Hopefully they'll do something special with that. Now the question is, when is the season for season 3 going to be over with? Will it be at the end of this year? Or will it begin next year? Because they started season 3 now. Will season 3 end at December? That's going to be the question. I got to say this, when it came from the Bouncers versus the Dawsons, it was a good match. Seeing 4 big guys go up against each other and be rough was good. They weren't slow. They were not sluggish. The Bouncers were good. You got the Pope with the Dawsons, and you got Eddie with the Bouncers. The question's going to be, when is Eddie going to get in the ring with the Pope? Will it be at the Crockett Cup? That is what I'm wondering. Will we have the Crockett Cup where it's going to be these 2 behemoths of personalities of the Pope, D'Angelo De Niro, being called Pope, and Eddie Kingston? Hopefully Homicide will be back by then. I don't know why I said suicide. Homicide will be back then. We'll find out. I will say that, I know I didn't say that the Bouncers won, but the Bouncers won. Tim Storm versus Latimer. The interview with Latimer and Camille was pretty cool. Seeing that Camille could have smacked the living taste out of the mouth of Gillum was fun. I wish she had smacked him. That would have been interesting, but we didn't get that. In the end, Latimer won. And then this Mama Storm fake comes out again. Why are you messing with Mama Storm? The question's going to be, when is Tim Storm going to knock the teeth down the throat of this fake? That's what the crowd is screaming for. Knock out Mama. Knock out Mama Storm. Knock out. And he's not doing it. That reminds him of his mama. He's going to hit his mama. But I do believe maybe by the Crockett Cup, it's going to come to a head, and he's going to probably slam the crap out of this guy. And I'll be waiting for it. Now, Nakia. Well, let me put it to you like this. Nakia Koloff. I haven't seen him in a while. And it was nice to see him holding one of his titles that he got. Probably from the WWF and the NWA. Well, he's got WWF titles. He's going to have an NWA title. That's obvious. But he talks about being someone who speaks for the Word of God. A Christian. And he you guys want me to come to your church, to your congregation? Just leave a comment. Tell me if you want me to do it. Now, I don't know if he gets paid or not. He probably doesn't. And I'm going to put it like this. I don't have a problem of them showing these small little snippets of people who are still in wrestling, had been in wrestling, or still in wrestling, doing something other than wrestling. I don't have a problem him talking about being like a minister and going to other congregations and places. That gives you more of a feel that NWA cares about the wrestlers after they stop wrestling, or if they're still wrestling, that they mean something. I'm cool with that. Matt Cross versus Ricky Starks. This will be the second title defense for Ricky Starks, I believe. Yeah, it is. He gets 7. He goes after Nick. Now the question's going to be, does he drop the title to get that shot? I haven't heard anybody say it yet. You guys can tell me below. Maybe I might have missed it. But if Ricky Starks gets 7 wins in a row, does he drop the title and cash it in like a option C, option C, or like a Money in the Bank briefcase, and he goes after Nick Aldis or not, or if he keeps the title? Because I think he's going to drop the title. And then he goes after that. And if he wants a second try, he's got to win back the television title and does it all over again. That's going to be the question. I'll say this about Matt Cross. He's a good wrestler. I don't know if he talks, but he's a good wrestler. I did enjoy the match. And in the end, Ricky Starks was going to win. I knew he was going to win. He has to win. They're doing something with Ricky, and I hope they continue. Now, Trevor Murdoch. He had his moment. Mad as hell. He wants a rematch because he knows that he was cheated. And once the question came out, he says, he sings the national anthem of his country. Then he says, me, you, karate. They're in my face. And I still say this when it's all over, and he's probably in back with Trevor. And he says, dude, I still can't believe I'm getting paid to say karate. The question is, will this be at the Crockett Cup, or is this going to be next week? Admittedly, I'm not feeling well today. I got a cold, so I didn't really pay that much attention. So I don't know. Now, the Marty Bell moment. She gets a chance to talk about how she thinks Allison Kay is nothing but garbage, that she held her back, and that Melina cares about her. Then we get Allison Kay coming out. And she's telling her she's manipulating you. She's not even giving you the chance to get the title. She wants to get the title before you. She's already stated if she wins, she wants a title shot against Thunder Rosa. But still, I'm going to say, I still care about you. Putting her hand on her shoulder. I didn't get that shot. There's no need to. I got to say this. As I said before in my previous review of NWA episode 17, this is going to be about Melina going up against Thunder Rosa, but it also could be about the story of Marty Bell being between two sides, trying to decide who is telling the truth, who is using her and who is not. To be honest, if the story is the way it is, I think she's being used by both sides. I'm hoping that they'll go down that route. Yes, Allison Kay, she's got a lot of attitude. And in a sense, she is using Marty. But then you got Melina, and she's using Marty. So the question is, will Thunder Rosa be the next person that's going to use Marty? And will she go to Allison Kay? Will she stay with Melina? Or will she go to the side of Thunder Rosa? Because it's obvious Thunder Rosa is going to go off on her own. And the question is going to be, will Marty go to Thunder Rosa and forget the other two? That's going to be the question. Now the match of Melina versus the Tasha Steele. Tasha, being a very naive face, pretty much says, I respect you, sticking her hand out. And basically getting a butt kick while trying to do it. I'll say this. I did like the match. I gotta admit, Melina looked a little sloppy near the end. She tries to slam Tasha Steele or do something with Tasha Steele. I don't even know what she was trying to do. It didn't look like a DDT. It didn't look like a bulldog. And it didn't look like, I don't know what it was. She slammed her face into the ring. It looked sloppy. Melina looks sexy. So does Tasha Steele. But I think Melina needs a little more muscle work because she looked like she can barely lift that woman up. In the end, Melina wins and then cuts a promo saying, how much do I need to prove that I deserve a title shot? And this is because of Corgan not letting her have a title shot because she needs to first get some wins under her belt. Now she says simply, I don't care now. I'm having my match next week against Thunder Rosa. And Dave Marquez says, did you get authority to say it? No. I give the authority. I'm Melina. I am the living legend. She didn't say it like that, but that's how it felt. Final match of the night. If I'm missing anything, I'm sorry. I am a little sick, so it's just this crazy weather. This crazy weather's driving me insane. Why can't it just be cold? Why can't it just snow and be cold? It's got to be warm. Then it's going to be muggy. It's going to be rainy. It's going to be cold. It's going to be mud. Please just give me regular snow. I'm being honest, guys. I hear people saying they're so happy it's not snowing. I'd rather have snow and it being cold. But here's the final match. Rock and Roll Express versus Isaac and Aldis. Then you gotta have, what is it? So, I can't remember the guy's name. I still haven't gotten his name down yet, but he was with May Valentine. And the question's going, what exactly are we doing with this trio here? This triad of Isaac, Valentine, and Renato. I believe that's his last name. I can't remember. But was it a good match? No. Let's be honest. It was sloppy. It really looked a little sloppy when it came to the Rock and Roll Express. I have no problem with the Rock and Roll Express as long as you have them in light, small to medium doses. If you make them wrestle too much, you will find the weakness that they have, which is they're too old. And mind you, they can still do the moves great, but they can't go around the ring really fast. They get tired too quickly. And near the middle of that match, Rock and Roll Express started getting really tired very fast. And I'm not against them. I actually liked them. I still liked them. But you can't have them do long 10, 15-minute matches. You can't. You got two 60-year-olds going in the ring with guys in their 30s or early 40s. They cannot go like they used to. You gotta find a way to make it work. In the end, the Rock and Roll Express lose. They do. But the question's going to be, what does this mean? The final thing I'm talking about now is the decision now that Marty Squirrel has decided, okay, I'll do this. And if I win, I get the title of the NWA. But if I lose, I will pay you $500,000. He didn't say anything about paying for the people in the arena. He said, I will pay you $500,000 because that title, the prestige of it, all the marketing with it, all the merchandise that goes with it, all of the advertising that goes with it, that's $500,000. I lose, I will cut you a check for $500,000, Nick Aldis. I'm fine with that. In fact, I would like to see them do this in the WWE or Impact Wrestling. Put money where your mouth is by not Vince, not Steph, not Shane, not Triple H. The wrestlers themselves put up money. That's what I want to see. Something different from the WWE or Impact Wrestling, but we don't get that. But this is just my point of view. Have a good day. Have a good night. Peace!